Chapter 2, So Sore. The background of So Sore. I wrote this song, wait for it, at the age of 15. Don't get me wrong, I had a very blessed childhood in many ways. My mother did everything she could for me. I was given piano, violin, guitar, drum, and songwriting lessons. She was incredibly hands-on and made sure I was always supported in my learning and in my development. This was especially important given that most people with hydrocephalus, the condition that I have, simply don't necessarily have the highest brain function. Research suggests that the more varied activity we undergo, the better your brain is able to function, grow, and heal itself. Music is the perfect way. So by the age of 15, I had undergone 22 surgeries, 10 brain surgeries, had severe brain damage, for which my mother took me to every specialist she could find, had been raped twice and sexually assaulted multiple times. I was dealing with a drug and alcohol addiction and was severely depressed. I barely recognized myself. I was in pain emotionally, mentally, and often physically, but I didn't know who I could trust, let alone who I could talk to. So I wrote. The songwriting process for So Sore. When you're in alignment or speaking your truth, I often feel like you don't need to force lyrics at all. At the time, my truth was simply that I was a girl in pain. Everything was sore. I felt like a walking shadow half the time, playing the part of a happy-go-lucky human when in fact I was on the wrong movie set. I was meant to be the lead character in an inspiring comedy, but instead I just wasn't. Initially, So Sore began as a different song called The Way I Am, with lyrics like, "See, when I think about it, I know there's only me. When I look at myself, I can't rely on nobody. And I try so hard to be the best I can, and although that may not live up to you, that's the way I am. I tried so hard to establish who I am, what I can, and where I stand, for you to come at me and tell me I can't." I was in pain. So I began writing So Sore by describing everything that felt wrong with my life, where I was, who I was, what religion I was drawn to, what relationships I had. Everything that was messy came out of me. I was the wrong color to my peers. I spoke funny. I was spiritually inclined but didn't resonate with any of the churches or places of worship that my friends attended. I fell into relationships with men, not even boys, who were so much older than me. But worse, they spent most of our time together trying to mold me into someone or something that I wasn't. I was too smart for my own good. I was a freak. I was broken. How So Sore saved me. By identifying all the hurts and pain points in my life, I felt I was finally able to communicate with the outside world a little bit. Not that I felt they would ever really understand what was happening, which in retrospect I realized was super naive, but at least I could sing my pain and then maybe those in my life could at least see or feel it. However, I only ever sang this song once in public as a teenager. I think it was more therapeutic for me to simply write the song. I didn't need to sing it to the world. That was until I resurrected the lyrics with Static Era one day and realized the potential power of So Sore. We all feel like outsiders at one point or another. We all feel in pain, rejected, confused, overwhelmed. We recorded So Sore, filmed the music video in the house I was living in at the time, an 8-bedroom flat that was quite literally falling apart, but somehow managed to house me and 9 other people with relative ease. Besides, we had a tree house and a pool table and rent was only $90 a week. What more could you want? And we released the song to the world. I think that was the moment I stepped into my power with this track. I was finally able to, little by little, start letting go of the hurt. Activity. What areas of your life bring you the most anxiety, worry, or pain? Write down 5 to 10 pain points or areas of your life that you want to see different. Brainstorm further into these areas. What's the silver lining around each pain point? One of my life philosophies is take the bullshit, use it as fertilizer, and plant a beautiful garden. How have these areas of your life that you wish were different actually served you? Has the breakup reminded you of how much you like your own company, or how strong you are, or how much you missed out living the truth of the core of your being? Now it's time to turn each of these pain points and realizations into a verse. Dig deeper into it. Show the world how creativity really can kill the curse. And remember, show me the story in your discoveries. Don't just tell me about them. For example, instead of saying, "It was a beautiful day," you can say, "The sunlight is penetrating my soul."